Hi, I'm Susie, and I've been living and travelling in my van Lucy for just over 2 years. I've travelled across 10 countries from Scotland in the UK all the way through Europe to northern Norway, back down to southern Spain and into Portugal. It's been an incredible, life-changing journey, and I've even written a book, Let Go, Fly Free. Follow me as I explore this beautiful country to find land and my new home to live a sustainable and self-sufficient life. So welcome to this week's vlog, and I bought the house 2 weeks ago now to the day, and yes, lots has been changing here already, and I've basically been working here practically every weekday. And so this week's vlog is all about really the first kind of days here in the house and what I've managed to do. And the builders don't start until another 2 weeks yet. And so in the meantime, I'm just getting on with the things that I can do. And I feel like I've achieved a lot. So don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the video, and I hope you will want to follow along again next time. This is my area where I've got my tools at the moment, but also where I'm finding things. So anything I find that I think I can recycle or upcycle for any reason is going here. So there's some wooden containers, there's a bowl, there's like another bowl there, there's a crate and some stones and a tile and a bucket. Who knows what I might need these things for. Oh yes, and I found this. It's like an old trap. Look, ooh. Today's job, which I have already started, as you can see the floor here looks quite clean, is to basically get all this rubble, wood out of this area here. Anything that I can still keep, and then because at some point this whole roof, it's gonna either fall down before I get a chance to pull it down, or it is coming down. But I'm just gonna clear this area here at least, because then it will make me feel, because it's so close to the house, that it will make me feel like it's a bit cleaner around here. And this is the end result of my efforts. Lots of sacks of rubble. And now all the floor space is completely clear of rubble, which is great. And we can see that bread oven here. I found the door, which is there, but it's all disintegrating. So that's not going to be any good as a door. But look up here. If you've never seen inside a bread oven, here we are. It goes out to the daylight up there. There. And then there's these implements here, made of wood, bizarrely, which you would think when you're putting into a bread oven, but I guess you're not putting it into the flames because the fire is below it, I think. And then so you then would push the bread or the dough in with these things that have been made of wood. And then I found this thing here, which I guess was in there. I'm not sure what it's to do with, something. And then a long stick with material, on the end of it. I guess I don't know what happens with that. I mean, it's been burnt, so obviously it's been stuck in the oven for some reason. Maybe it was wet, I don't know. If you know, let me know. I've just found the coolest place to sit in the house. And it's literally where the back door is open, and then there's the room there, which I've got the window open. So I've got this breeze that's, oh, and I have the front door open. You can see at the back there. The front door is open. So literally you can see my hair blowing. This is such a cool place to sit after doing some hot work. So this is the well and a very old setup here for pumping water, which you can see is no longer going to work. There is this electrical cable here, and yeah, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, this box has got like this like long chain on it with whatever this is on the end of it. Maybe you plunge that, throw that down into the well. I don't know. And then, I don't know, or I'm not sure. But it obviously used to pump the water because we've got pipes here running up. And this used to be used for the water in the house, because the water here in this house has only been connected to the mains recently. And I do want to, you can see there's a tap system here running off of it too. I do want to get this working, put a new pump on it so that I can use this water, at least in the first instance, for watering the land, because I'm going to need that. And here in Portugal, you are metered on your water, just like we are now in the UK. So yeah, it's going to be best that I use this well, because it's got plenty of water in it, and I'm really scared about putting the mobile phone over the top of it. But you can't actually see how deep it is, but it's pretty deep. So I'm going to grab just something small to, I've cleared up so much stuff now. Oh, here we are, just put something small in it. And then let's see how long it takes to hear the splash. Okay, ready? So there we are. It's got water in it. It wasn't too long actually to hear it. So I've just been to the services of the municipality, and I managed to sort out the water by myself. And they don't speak English here. So yes, that's an achievement for me. So now I have a water bill. I've started making a pile of wood. A lot of this wood here needs to be cut up, and it can be used on the fire in the house, but some of it, like this here, has got death watch beetle. I think I mentioned that before. So that's got to be disposed of out of the property, so that when I spray the wood here, that we end up with no death watch beetle here. So there is wood everywhere here. So basically I'm just trying to kind of, like, there's wood up here too. There's more wood out the back. There's wood in this area here, which is kind of my next thing, to get all this wood out of here. Although I might leave that to the men to do that, because these are some big bits of wood in here. But I can clear some of this. I'm not sure. There's like a water tank or something. So yeah, this is my next job, to just clear this bit of area in here. And then down here in the next bit, there's even more wood. Not too much in here. So this area here of concrete, where there was already stuff is now becoming my resource area. Yeah, so anything that's I'm going to keep that's going to be worth salvaging to reuse. I'm just putting everything here for now, and then when this outbuilding here is cleared out, then I can put all the stuff that I want to keep in there. Yeah, this area here was obviously where they cut the grass or cut back the bushes at some point, but underneath here I think is going to be some great soil, because it will have been decomposing for some time. So that is going to be the start of, I'm going to use that for making a compost pile to start regenerating the soil here. So I'm just going to use this area here because it's already got some soil on it to do that. And you can see there is a lot of stuff here, so I can make a nice compost pile with this. Following on from talking about composting, I have raided a little bit of cardboard from the recycling bins. I need to get a lot more because this will be browns and greens compost. I've bought a watering can because I haven't got the water being pumped from the well yet. That will be another job I need to do very soon. But in the meantime, I've just got the watering can, which actually for now I've just filled up with the water from humidifiers that I have in the house. So great way to recycle the water that I'm going to need to wet the cardboard here. Yeah, so I'm just going to do just a few layers for now of what I've got here with browns and greens. So the greens are going to be like the grass, which doesn't look green, but it is counted as greens. And there's some more around that I can use. That's more green. I can even chop a bit of the fig tree there that's all very overgrown at the bottom, which if I cut that, it's going to help the fruit, I think, on the top of the tree to get nice. So I can use that as greens too. So let's see what I can make of this. Remember all the wood that I have here? So I did a bit of research on the internet and saw really that the best thing to get was a circular saw, because then I can use it for other things maybe in the house later too. Yeah, so this has got like it's like the standard one. I read it's got like the 7.5 inch blade on it, and it works really well. Do you remember this area here? the other day where I had it piled full of wood, it's all gone. And that was cut with the circular saw that I showed you. And over here is now where I store all my wood. So we have this one full, and we have this one. There's lots in there, there's some more space in there. And just to show you what size it is, there's an empty one. So you can get quite a lot in there. And we're only, I don't know, hazard a guess, 10% of the way through cutting all the rest of the wood that's here. But I'm happy, like it's another area that's, you know, cleared up. So yeah, it's little by little, we're making progress. I'm at the well and I'm going to show you guys what the water is like from the well. I forgot to film it when I was doing it the other day, which is a shame. And I also measured the depth of the well too. So, okay, so actually I probably need to rig this up so I'm not holding the phone and trying to drop the bucket at the same time. Yes, hold on, I can probably do this. Let me put the ball of string there. Okay, so I measured the well the other day by dropping like a plumb line into the well, and it measures, to get to the water, it's 8 meters, and which is something like 27 feet. Oh, got a fly on me. Ugh. So I have to get this down. Oh, nearly there. I tied a knot in this string earlier, so I know that roughly when I'm going to hit the water should be about now. I think it's in the water. Doesn't feel like it's going down anymore anyway. So let me see if I can manage to pull up this now with something in the bucket. Doesn't feel very heavy. Okay, so take 2. I put a weight inside the bucket. So now it's full of water. With one hand this is a bit difficult to do, so I'm putting my foot on the string so that I can pull it up, but it's definitely got water in it now. I think I'm pretty near. Oh yes, can you see the bucket there coming up? Pretty near. Okay, let's see if I can pull it up without dropping my mobile phone. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, it's pretty decent water. There's a few, obviously, little bits of dirt and stuff in there, which I'm to expected, because if you kind of look around even the edge of this well, where the roof and everything is collapsing in here, bits are falling down all the time, although I did cover it up as best I could. But yes, I'm so pleased with this like quality of this water. I mean, it's got no horrible stuff in it or anything like that. I'm actually tempted to taste it, just maybe a bit on my finger. Let's see. Do you know what? It tastes pretty decent. Doesn't seem to have much, I don't know, it just has like a fresh taste to it. So yeah, that is my well water. So next job is to get a new pump so I can actually pump this water out. we've decided that this is going to be the main, let's say the main bedroom, the bedroom where we sleep. And although it's a small room, it's opposite the bathroom, definitely a plus for me. And it also has the window that opens out here onto the side of the house. So at night, we can open it in security because we have the gate there. Whereas the other two rooms are in the front of the house. And although, you know, this area is very quiet and everything else, it's just, I don't like the idea of leaving a ground floor window open at night. And then, yeah, this area out here, I had a thought of putting a vine trellis here. You see that a lot in Portugal. So yeah, this would be a lovely shaded area once the vine grows, and then that would get rid of the view of that house there, and it would just be all green and lovely. So this is the plan for today, because in here the damp has come through the walls, and which is now obviously pushing off the paint. So it all needs to be rubbed down, may need to fill some bits of it before I can actually paint in here with a breathable paint. This is my product for today, and I chose this one because it fills fine line cracks as well as deeper cracks, and I have a mixture of both here. So this is how it looks now, and you can see some of these where the paint's come off. There's quite a gap between where the render, I guess this is, or the layers of paint that have been put on here before, or maybe the plaster. It's gone down below that level. So whereas other bits are just need a tiny little bit of filler over the top of them. So I have a mixture of both. So there is quite a lot to do in here. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me, but this is before. So I have finished 2 walls in here, like a patchwork quilt now. Patchwork quilt. Why can't I say that? As you can hardly see now, where the problem is on the wall on this side. I need it to dry now, and then I can sand it down. So I still have this wall here to do, which is tomorrow's job. And yeah, maybe by the end of the week, I might even start painting in here. So I have made, I say, a mistake, but what I realized when I was rubbing down the filler is that it's too smooth on the wall now, because the wall, I don't know if you can see, the wall is like this. It doesn't have like a smooth plaster on it. And so now we've got this area, like areas here that are very smooth. And like bigger areas like this that I've rubbed down and it's really smooth, but of course the wall next to it is not. So of course when I paint it, you're going to be able to see these smooth areas against the rough. So I think what I need to do is I need a coarser piece of sandpaper to rub this down a lot more, so that I get the grain of the paint coming back, the grain of the wool coming back through, so it's not so obvious, because I really don't want to go down the route of like plastering these walls. And I don't even know if in Portugal that's a thing that you should do, because obviously I want water vapour to come through the walls and out and not stay in the walls. So I don't know the answer to that question, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go with a coarser piece of sandpaper, and hopefully that will do the trick. I have this little fellow growing, and it's in the middle. It's in a really difficult place. It's in the middle of the area that I'm clearing, but for now I'm leaving it here. I'm not sure. It might even be a weed, but if it's a weed, it's got very pretty leaves. So it's actually doing really well, although it's in the sunlight for a lot of the day. But I have mulched in around it down here in the bottom there. It needs a lot more because that's all now flattened down because I've been watering it. So this is lovely and moist here because it's got the moss and everything. So even in the heat of the day now, it's not wilting. Yeah, so if any of you know what this plant is, let me zoom in on the leaves. Then yeah, I would love to know if it's a weed or a plant. But even if it's a weed, it has its benefits. I also have this one growing, and this one I do know is a plant. And again, I've mulched it in, and just showing you what's budding at the moment. I've mulched it in, and there's some, I don't know if that's fruit. That's there. What's that? Yeah, it's got mulch around the bottom too, needs more. And it's actually growing really strong now. But it's, again, it's in a place that it's going to have to move from, because look, it's hidden behind there. So at some point I will determine where I can put it.